I am Eon. It is Sunday, October 26, 2025 as I record. It's time to look for a third time at models being released in October 2025. This will probably be our last review, but let's take a look. First up, 3D Gob has Flexi Santa, getting ready for the next, well, arguably the next big holiday coming up. There is another one in between for us in the States, which of course is Thanksgiving, but usually Thanksgiving marks when this guy arrives. Bendy Buddies has put out one more new piece of fan art, which is Sonic the Hedgehog. He comes with a couple of different options for, I guess, his feet movement and so forth like that. It would be really cool to see if that red ball would actually whirl around like in the game. Bulkamancer has given us a couple more sculpts to look at. First up is the Silver Falcon. And next up is the Gothic Duo. Now, I like the artwork on these. These have a kind of an animated style to them, but obviously inspired by the recent second season of the show Wednesday. Wednesday does come with a couple of options for her coat or no coat. And there's all the pieces that you need to put together to make these models. Really cool dioramas. Castro 3D has sculpted an original piece here, which is Agnes. Agnes comes as a pumpkin, or as a witch, or as a 9-tailed fox. In addition, with Castro 3D, you'll also be getting the previous Halloween releases as well. As another model for October, there was, again, the Hollow Knight, which seems to be a pretty big inspiration for people this month. Comes in a slightly couple of different versions. Flexi Town has Flexi Supersonic, Sonic the Hedgehog. So not only do you get Sonic, you also get Sonic in Supersonic mode, or maybe even Scion mode? Super Scion? Gaz Minis has put out their images for the month. Here we have the Mischief Quinn Jester model. I like the rope plug coming out of the gun there. Here is Lilith, a succubus demon. She's half demon, half succubus. I'm not sure how we'd say that. Here's Lyriel, the elf rogue. And a Needle Knight insectoid that has been inspired. I believe they're still planning to release one more set of models, but I could be wrong there. I think they are planning to release some dryads. Mighty Makers has the Flexi Grinch Dragon. And now this has been printed, so you can see what this model actually looks like with the printing. I like that you can see the spare piece of filament there from the hanging. So they show you legitimately what your models will look like once you print them off. I love the customized base for this. It's a piece of art in and of itself. RNE Studio is putting this out to celebrate Spooky Month. They're giving away a complete Blood Bowl team in STL format for free. Not sure if this is only for their subscribers or just anybody that goes to their site and clicks on the link to download, but if you're interested in having like an undead, mummies and skeletons and ghosts and even werewolves as a Blood Bowl team for free, this you can get the Eternals, all in honor of October. Sassy Cat 3D is continuing with the wearable Build-A-Dragons. This is the Skull Drake finger puppet Build-A-Dragon. So really cool model here. Maybe not quite as big as the previous model we saw, but still really cool that you could print this off and have it as part of your costume, or just to play around with. Tanuki Figures has put out a little bit, but not much that I can see. There's this loyalty reward for 6-month patrons of Sub-Zero. Highly detailed miniature. And then they've also put out Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Again, extremely detailed renders on these models. Toonz Factory has printed off their Flexi Jack Frost for us, so you can see what this looks like if printed with the colors as intended, or you could just print it in one color as needed. No supports needed for this print-in-place model. Here is what you can see. I just wanted to zoom in a little bit so you can see what it looks like with the actual layer lines and things like that. Tri-Dimension Prints is preparing for their next model. This is a Flexi Krampus sneak peek model. I'm assuming this is an October release and not a November release, but again, the holiday season is coming upon us. Vermillion Miniatures, in the spirit of October, has put out some upgrades for their comrades. So these are Genomorph upgrades for their comrade miniatures. A few new heads and a few new weapon and hand options as well to really, fill these out as needed. Perhaps your characters get infected as you play them. New to my videos is Volition Miniatures, and I believe this model is called Ranny, kind of like a moon spirit or something. I'm not familiar with the character if it's from another source. But really cool models here. Here's how it would all go together. Optional moon in the back or not. There's also this version of Ranny. And this almost like a bust, but maybe not quite. These are apparently their first chibi models. This is Aurelia and Aureliette. These are sisters that were inspired by the fan art of Sandara Tang. Really cool art, really cool effect, and if you could print these off in the clear resin like they show there, it would be a really neat model to have as well. VS3D has shown some better models of their Arkham City Clayface. Here we can see Clayface in all his various forms, and I have not played this game, so looks like Clayface may be portraying himself as the Joker. I could see the Joker getting in league with him and getting him to do that. So that storyline, I can only imagine which way it went. ZEZ Studios has put out this werewolf bust render. Very detailed. Looks like he's taken a few arrows, but that's not going to slow him down. There's this chibi of Goro. And this chibi as well. I didn't put it. I think most of us know who Venom is. So, and then they have this bust of the Xenomorph from Aliens, but the physical statue I think is available to certain tiers. I could be wrong on that, but still very cool to see there too. Well, folks, that is our third and probably final review of October 2025. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.